and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. Right, this evening the microphone is facing away from me. It's on the other side of this camera, so I'm going to speak with a nice loud voice so that you can hear what I'm saying. I'm also not running the fan because that means more background noise. The fan in the bedroom is going full speed, so there's actually air coming along, and the weather is a little bit fresher because it rained last night heavily and today was decent. Then as the day wore on, it got hot, a bit of humidity because of course all that rain fell and it's evaporating and it's causing you feel the humidity. But okay, we do this job, then it's off to a shower. Spot of water to wet my whistle to be able to speak. That way, right. So we're working on the Rivarossi tram again, but this time we're working on the trailer car. The trailer car has got very dirty. The wheels are not turning well. Of course, everything's oxidized, everything's needing cleaned. So we're going to open it now and we're going to give it the preliminary clean with my friend the fiberglass pencil. This is why the mat is covered with this old cardboard box, because when I'm finished I'll roll this up, fold it up nicely and stick it in the bin, because strands of fiberglass pencil go all over the place and I actually work on this table. I do all sorts of things, and fiberglass fiberglass strands are fantastic. They stick under your fingers. So I'm also going to be working with my unloved friends, the latex gloves. I do hate these things, especially on a hot night. Okay, off we go. Now wait a minute, I have to find the haha. Who knows where it went? Nobody knows. That's great. Okay, because generally I use one of these sticky roller brushes to clean things. When I finish it, fell on the floor the other day and it has been put in another place. Oh, God knows where that is. Okay, right, let's get going. We've already spoken enough. 2 minutes of waffle. Okay, let's get this open. One retaining screw under here. Very simple. I'm going to add specs number 2 to see what I'm doing, and then we'll get busy on the cleaning. Let's see if we're well centered. Okay, more or less, less or more. Righto. The body also needs a very good clean. We'll clean that in another video. So that's the screw. Let's get a wee container to put the screw in. This one here will do very well. Now, this thing here, this is the same identical parts, which is under the actual driving, under the tram car, the driven car. But let's see how things are. It seems as if there's a, yes, it's sort of the plastic molding isn't how do you call it, okay, I'm at loss of words tonight. You can see it has a specific shape because it matches the same molding as the actual casting of the chassis, of the tram chassis, because it uses the same part. So we don't even need to mark. Which side's which. So that's one. Very dirty, very rusty. We can take the wheels out. The wheels just come out. Then we're going to have to clean all the coupling hooks and the guards here at the front are very, very oxidized, but we'll take care of that. See, it's just clipped on the same as the other one. It's quite dirty in here, but I'm not going to dismantle this. I'll give it a good clean. We'll clean it together using the LCD screen cleaning solution. But we'll also have to clean those. Oops, drop, put it over there on the computer out the road. Okie doke. No, put it over there in case it's magnetized. Okay, very well. Right, that's not required now. This is also not required. This is required, and this is required. And some lighter fluid is required. Let's just begin. But we can clean these later using the lighter fluid. Let's do the real dirty work. Let's use the fiberglass pencil, because this is this is really not nice. That way we get rid of the fiberglass pencil cleaning job that it's a great tool. The fiberglass pencil is fantastic, but I don't really like using it. It's good for cleaning contacts. It does an excellent job, and it's a dirt producer. Okay, very well. Let's try and do this here and limit the amount of fiberglass strands that spread around the world. In fact, what we could do, we could actually give it a light. I've got a wee brush here. I've got a brass brush. Let me get the brass brush out. And we can use the brass brush as well. First, I have a brass brush, and I've got an actual wire brush. But we could begin with the brass one. Let's give it a preliminary clean with a brass brush. Okay. Look at the rust on there. My, this is filthy. Let's do a quick over here. Of course, I could even not bother, but just, give it a general clean, axle boxes but I'm refurbishing this tram, so the job has to be done properly. Okay, let's give it a clean here as well. That's coming off. Right, that's that. Let's get the fiberglass pencil in business. Okay, there's already strands. I did 2 seconds and it's already full of strands here. Yuck. Right, let's try and keep all the dirt on a bit of cardboard, that way you limit that. I'm wearing dark blue trousers, so I'll see the stuff immediately. And in fact, let's turn this up like that. That'll act as a sort of guard, a sort of bib. Oh, it gets rid of the dust, it gets rid of the rust, no problem, eh? It becomes spotless afterwards. So first we clean it with a fiberglass pencil, and then a quick clean with the lighter fluid and cotton buds. That also gets rid of the strands and it polishes it up. But this is real serious rust, and this is to go by means of the fiberglass pencil. Here it's coming nice, polishing that nicely. Okay. Because I'm looking forward to getting the trailer car ready as well, reassembled, cleaned, lubricated, and then we'll actually do the test run, because I want to begin work on the Kleinbahn D120 060 steam locomotive, the one I made the chimney, the new spark arrestor for, but I can't keep on moving from one project to another and never finishing anything. So the rail car has been finished. I added the horns to the rail bus. I just have to add a spot of paint to them, and that's ready. And in the meantime, what else have I been doing? I've been working on the decals. Today I had the scanner on because I had to scan some documents, some stuff for work, for taxes mainly, and I also scanned the logo, the railway logo I made. I drew the other night. If you look at that on the social posts, you'll see a post about that. That's ready, and I just have to do some measurements and some bits and pieces, and then we'll be able to. I've already got an idea, because at the moment I've got transparent decal paper. I'm going to eventually also buy some white decal paper, but regarding the logo, the badge, the railway badge I've created, I'm actually going to use transparent decal paper in this case, because it fits my idea better, and I think you'll like the idea, but I'm not telling you now, one thing at a time. That's better. I mean, it's not like brand new, but it has its aged patina, shall we say. Now, this cardboard box idea was a good one. I can see some strands on my trousers. I'll have to find that sticky brush. Where the hell did that go? No idea where the sticky brush went. It fell on the floor the other day. It was on the shelf up there and it went oops on the floor, and then I just dumped it somewhere, because this room was a disaster, because, you know, I told you in other videos that I had the painter in doing a big job in the kitchen living room to the ceiling, and which is also connected to our problem of noisy neighbours, and that was a big job. And now things are nearly normal in this room again. This thing was probably stored in a damp cellar by the look of it, or in a place anyway subject to humidity, which is not a surprise considering the part of Italy where I live. This is a very wet and damp area. If you've ever been to Italy, maybe you might have been to the south of Italy, you might have been to the centre. The centre and the south are very dry. The north is the exact opposite. The Po Valley is a wet place. It's full of water, and it rains a lot in winter, and so it's generally, there's no air circulation because we have the Alps that block the air circulation from the north and from the west, apart from when there's a foehn wind. But we have wind coming from the east. The Bora wind at 140 kilometers an hour comes down from Trieste, from the Carso, from the Crust, from Eastern Europe. I live less than 50 kilometers from the sea, but the northern Adriatic is a shallow sea and it doesn't really influence the weather that much. It does influence, but it doesn't really make the summer fresher and the winter more mild. No, it doesn't. But when the wind is coming in winter from Eastern Europe, I can smell the sea here at the house where I live. Fantastic, the smell of the sea coming along. So the closest is Chioggia and Sottomarina, Chioggia. I'll have to take you there to have a look. I'll take you to see them. I like to go. I prefer winter. I'm thinking winter more. Okay, right. Oh, there's another dirty bit under there needing cleaned. Right. So on this video we're doing the fiberglass pencil work. Next video we do the polishing up with the lighter fluid and the cotton buds, because we can do that without these. Look at my hands, are sweating in there. Yuck. We can work without these dreadful gloves on. Okay, that's nice. Now let's try and wipe our hands to the best of my ability. And now we'll get this here. We'll go under here and we'll clean this mess here, because this is all rusty. Righto, look at that rust. And things that are rusty, jam, they don't run smoothly. It's a mess. See, it was easier on the motor car, because on the motor car I was able to remove the chassis. I'm not removing the chassis on this one. No. This is a plastic chassis which is clipped into the bodywork, or the bodywork is clipped onto the plastic chassis in the exact same manner as the motor car, and it's just asking for things to break. And I've had enough of repairs on Rivarossi plastic. It's coming cleaner, it's coming cleaner, huh? It is coming cleaner. A rusty thing. Even here we have to clean it. I mean, it doesn't need to be shining like the crown jewels, but let's get it as clean as possible. Turn it up. More fiberglass out. Fiberglass pencil is great because it really eats into the oxidation. And this will be getting a really good clean. I'm doing the best I can, huh? I'm doing the best I can. A bit better than what it was, isn't it? Pretty rusty here. Can't do these things with bare hands because you'd get the stuff in your fingers. And the last thing I want to do is having to put ointment in my fingers in summer, bandages, and get the ointment that gradually extracts the fibre. Ooh, very unpleasant. Okay, let's do this side too. The wee micro strands all the way over to here, huh? It's good because the fiberglass pencil goes in right inside it, gets the strands, it goes in and it cleans it thoroughly, even there where it's very rusty. Anyway, I'll give everything a light oil. That way everything stays nicely lubricated. Just a wee bit of oil put on with just normal sewing machine oil with an old paintbrush. That way it'll also protect it and stop any further corrosion because it'll be oiled. It's a stubbly thing, we can lean it down there. Okay, let's just hold that like that. Not bad, folks. I mean, a bit of rust is okay. I mean, it's a tram, it's not. Right, I think that's that done. It's come as clean as possible. Let's give it a wee extra boost here in the corners. Okay, there, where it's visible, let's say, there, and there. Let's get more out there. Oh, we're at the end. We'll have to get a refill, we'll have to change it. And you've got very rusty things. Well, what we can do now, because it's that opens like that. Suppose you've used one of these, but this was needing changed, so we just go. We'll just work like that because we've still got plenty in here to work with. Oh, it's a bit sweaty without the fan on. It's getting a sweaty sweat box in here. Plus the rubber gloves are not fun to have on. Okay. Stay here, you what's it? Right, that's that done. Perfect. Let's close this and put it in its. Screw that in. The point. I'll have to clean this. Generally, I always wipe this down with a bit of paper steeped in lighter fluids to get rid of those things before I get them in my fingers. Okay, right. Much cleaner. Much cleaner. The wheels, I might just do the wheels with lighter fluid. They don't look that bad, but we'll see. I'll have a look at them now. I wanted to do the heavy duty cleaning with the fiberglass pencil. So that's much cleaner, no rust on it. Much less rust on here. Everything's much smoother. Maybe I might want to do, excuse me, one last thing. Let's be quick. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Okay, let's go in there like that and just right with it. Right there where it slides on this guard, life guard thing here at the front. We don't want that being pitching and causing things not to run smoothly. It's all very dirty now, all the oxide's gone all over the place, so the whole thing needs a thorough clean now. But I'll use lighter fluid to clean all this stuff here, get rid of that, put it on with a brush, and then I'll clean everything thoroughly. I'll brush it down with an old brush and to get rid of the strands. I'll do that immediately off camera now because I don't want this stuff here going anywhere else apart from on this bit of cardboard. That's going straight to the bin. And then I'll clean everything with a brush, lighter fluid and a brush to clean everything, and cotton buds. And after that, that's that. Okay, very well. Right, this oxidation here isn't wanting to come off, but it will be helped by lighter fluid afterwards. So we've managed to mechanically remove a large part of the corrosion. I'm particularly pleased by this component here, by the base plate. That's really nice. Right, let's put the fiberglass pencil away, and we'll have to wipe that down very well, being extra careful not to get any wee souvenirs in my fingers. Okay, right, I'm getting rid of the gloves, otherwise I can't switch the camera off. God, look at the sweat in my hands. Jeez, oh. I hate wearing them in winter. In summer it's awful to wear this stuff here. Righto, that's that for the moment. See you in the next one. Cheerio, and see you next time.